Hello, I'm back. Penny here with a long overdue channel update. As you can see, I have something other than watches on my mind. I'm sitting here with a fairly large Lego set. It's called Ninjago City Gardens, I believe. It's from the Ninjago Legacy line, and it is massive, guys. So this is really just the base of that building, the bottom level. If you've never gotten into this, this is a pretty neat series that we like a lot. We have the other two massive buildings, and this one, I think this is the third. This is the third in the series, and it's the biggest. So it's gonna take a while to build this, and I'm sitting here probably gonna do a little bit of building today. A couple of minifigs that are open. I think it has like 12 in the set as a whole. Oh yeah, so like this is what is gonna eventually happen with this level. Anyway, you didn't come here for Lego, even though that is another passion of mine. So I'll do a wristwatch check, and I am wearing the Submariner 16610LV, the original Kermit. And guys, yeah, where have I been? What is there to say about watch collecting in this channel? Well, to be honest and to just put it out there right up front, I got oversaturated with watches. I am oversaturated and definitely a little too obsessive. I mean, not a little, a lot obsessive about the watch collecting. And that has been the case throughout the pandemic to 2020, 2021. We're now in 2022. Happy New Year, by the way. We're at the almost the end of January here. Let's see, it's January 23rd by my Kermits. I've been obsessed, guys. I mean, I've collected quite a few watches in that time. My collection has changed. Our collection, because now we have the United Collection. And so we have one collection, one house, under one roof. And we have a unified collection. We have reached unification in my household. So we just have one collection. And but a lot has changed. And so, you know, I am really just trying to absorb it all and appreciate where we are. And I find that making videos and really kind of hanging out in the YouTube watch, verse, or on Instagram. I kind of have cut the Instagram activity out. If you follow our Instagram account, All Inner Movements, we really haven't posted there in probably over a year, I would think. And that's just because the constant stream of watch information, watch beautiful watches, it just ignites more desire and more drive in me to collect. And I really needed to slow that down and keep, some perspective. So I don't really know how else to put the brakes on the watch hobby other than just sort of decompressing, withdrawing a little bit, not watching as much watch content, not producing, because I find when I make these videos, it just excites me all over again and makes me want to collect more, pursue the next thing, and it's just a kind of a vicious cycle that I don't like. I'm going to have a sip of my green tea this morning. So that's where I've been, guys, just trying to rehab myself when it comes to watch collecting. I very much want, let's see, this was the last thing we added, I believe. I think it is, yeah. I still want the BLRO. I have a quest for a Pepsi in 2022, a ceramic Pepsi. And I also have a desire for Royal Oak chronograph. Now, it really does depend on what else Royal Oak does. This is going to be a big year. I mean, Audemars Piguet, this is going to be a big year for the Royal Oak, we think, of course. So we'll see what they come out with. But I have been in touch with, folks, the 80s, various 80s and boutiques. So they know what I'm looking for. But it's very much a slow process, or it needs to be a slow acquisition process. Whereas last year in 2021, I put out there, here are the things that I want. And then they came, boom, 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 January, February, March, they all came in. And I'm really not looking to repeat something like that, just because these are still enormous purchases for us. You know, they're not, it's not insignificant by any means. And so I really want to take my time acquiring, you know, what we're pursuing next, the BLRO and another Royal Oak. And we just need some space to save and put other things in perspective. And, you know, maybe there's some job. I mentioned before, there might be some job mobility or changes afoot, and that's still the case. So the only way I know to like put the brakes on things is just to take a step back, you know, and not talk about watches quite as much. It's not easy though, guys. Like, I'm definitely a junkie when it comes to this hobby, and you know, it's something I still research a little bit every day and think about quite a bit. But like I said, the sort of FOMO, the fear of missing out, the fear of changing the collection or keeping the collection too stagnant or whatever, that does tend to clamp down or ramp down once I'm just not consuming all of this. So that's my update, guys. Several people have left comments saying, where are you, Penny? What's going on? Are you still out here? Yes, guys, we are well. We are still safe during these crazy times. A lot of things happening, you know, work, life, balance, all of that stuff. Wellness, I have to resume my watches and wellness series. Maybe that's something that I will do for 2022, is resume the conversation about fasting and wellness and weight loss and how that is all going. I'm pretty stagnant with that. A little bit of holiday weight gain, which I'm hoping to drop, you know, now in this next month. But maybe I can resume that going forward, focus on something other than watch acquisition, you know, health and wellness. And, you know, if I can think of creative ways to add to the channel, I certainly will do so. But probably I'm just not going to post as often. I mean, whenever the BLRO comes through, if and when, and it's, you know, with Rolex, it's always like, you might believe it intellectually, you might think it's going to happen, but emotionally, maybe you don't until it actually comes through. I mean, so I'm kind of in that camp. Like, I've got assurance that I will get a BLRO in 2022. I tend to believe, you know, the AD when he set promises in this way. And, you know, I have other relationships, so maybe that'll be able to, if that doesn't come through, I'll still be able to get one. That is my singular top mission, is to get a Pepsi to go with the Batman on an Oyster bracelet so that I can switch bracelets between the two. That would be pretty awesome. And even if we only get that for 2022, that will be fine. But I imagine that this Royal Oak desire or craving is not going to go away. And we really want something to complement our 15450 that's a little bit bigger, a little more sporty even. But we don't quite like the offshore, the ladies' offshores or the offshores in general, I think. So we'll see. All of that is to be decided. And there's really not much else to say, guys. I'm trying to focus on other, you know, pastimes, other hobbies, work, video games, Lego, dogs. Those are the things that are going to get some attention a little more than watches. I can say that I am loving the Submariner LV, the original Kermit. I thought this watch wouldn't be long for the collection because I just don't think I'm a Submariner person. I know I'm not a Submariner person or a dive watch person in general, but the more I wear this, the more I definitely think that it is possibly a keeper, is definitely the best Submariner that I've experienced because of the combination of things that you have. The maxi dial, so you've got the bigger lume and the lume plots and the bigger hands on this, slightly bigger hands, but then you have the slim down case size of the pre-ceramics. And man, it is a beauty. And then too, of course, you've got the aluminum green bezel, which is just phenomenal. And I will say about wearing this watch, which I've been doing for quite a long time, it kind of looks good with this Lego Ninjago City water. I will say that the Submariner LV, this one in particular, never looks black. The bezel you know, unless you're in pitch darkness, the bezel always looks green, whether you're in bright light or low light. There's something about the aluminum and maybe the orange, or not the orange, the yellow undertones that are part of the green that make it really pop no matter what lighting setting you're in. So you can't really look down at your arm and think, oh, I'm wearing a regular Submariner. You know, this is just a 166, 110 or 10. You never think that you're wearing that. You always think, I'm wearing the Kermit when you're wearing this, which some people might not like if you don't like green, you know, if you don't want to see green all the time. Or I always thought, what if you're wearing a color that clashes with green or just is not complementary? Like when I'm wearing a red sweater, I know that red and green are Christmas colors, but in general, red and green are kind of harsh colors to me to go together. I think green goes better with earth tones, you know, browns and stuff, and yellows and oranges. Red is a little much. Like, okay, I got this red railroad piece right here. Rail piece. So if you're wearing a red sweater and, you know, boom, you have this green watch on, you know, I'm not sure it goes with all colors, but then at a certain point, it also just doesn't bother me. You know, it's like, okay, I'm wearing this, it clashes a little bit with my outfit, but because it does always look green, but I think I kind of can let that go for the most part. So it wouldn't be for everyone. I would just trying to say that some of the ceramic Submariners do sometimes look black. I don't think the new ceramic Kermit does because of the lightness of that green. But you know, the Hulk, the dial will look black at times. So those might be more versatile, but this is just wears so well. This just wears so perfectly as far as Submariners are concerned. I mean, I'm still a GMT person, and when I really think about would I rather have this or a 16710, you know, I'm on the fence. I acknowledge this is a more special watch than those GMTs, but I think I like the aesthetics better of the GMT bezel. So it's a tough call, guys. I'm enjoying this watch. I like it a lot. I would love to keep it long enough to see it appreciate more, maybe. I don't know. But as far as Submariners go, if I'm going to be happy with a Submariner, it's probably this or the 14060 two-liner, or maybe a ceramic Kermit. And I say maybe because I really don't like the thick the thick clasp on that and the 21 millimeter width. So anyway, that's a little bit of watch talk, guys. I am here. We are well. Just trying to decommission ourselves, demobilize ourselves a little bit in the collecting, de-intensify everything, and focus on other things. But I am lurking in the comments on other videos because I can't entirely stay away. So I still watch stuff. I'll still comment. Sometimes I'm in the live streams. But I'm just trying to, you know, tone it down. Let me know how you all are doing, and I hope your watch collecting is going well. Your watch collecting and watch appreciating is going well. And I also hope that you're all having a healthy, safe 2022. Peace.